So, I'm afraid the Captain Marvel movie is going to suck. We've got 2 minutes of the movie so far in a trailer, and I've watched it probably a half dozen times. I've thought about it for a couple of days now. I've seen what other people have said about it, and I'm ready to make my opinions known. But I'm afraid Captain Marvel is going to suck, and here's why. Alright, this is a movie that takes place in the 90s. So they're going to beat you over the fucking head with 90s references. They already kind of do it in the 2-minute trailer. Here's a couple of them. Get it? It's a blockbuster. The 90s. He's got a fucking beeper. The 90s. Apparently other people have noticed other 90s references, but they're going to beat you over the fucking head with 90s references. I don't know why people continually do this shit in movies. I don't know what possesses them to do it, but all you really got to do is say the fucking 90s. Of all the places she had to land into, it's got to be a blockbuster. Why? Because it's the 90s. That shit's exhausting. It just is. The close-up on the beeper. Oh my god, look, he's got a beeper. It's the 90s. I mean, okay, fine. He types the thing into a beeper. Right? We don't need the fucking close-up of him putting a fucking beeper on his belt. I get it. It's the 90s. Like, of all the reasons why I think it's going to suck, this is probably the least. But it's going to get annoying when 20 minutes, 30 minutes into the movie, you've had 50 fucking 90s references thrown in your face. I hope they don't do this shit. But if they don't do this shit, why are you putting it in the trailer? I already knew it was taking place in the 90s. I knew it long before the trailer hit because they said it's going to be in the 90s. And if you didn't put it in the trailer, nobody'd know it was taking place in the 90s. Nobody'd fucking care. Because the time period's whatever, right? But they're going to want to beat over your fucking face. It's the 90s. And that shit's going to get annoying. This is the first movie for Marvel where there's been a female lead, right, in this current cinematic universe. They don't really, they've done it wonderfully up to this point. Scarlet Witch is a girl, but they don't constantly harp on the fact she's a fucking woman. That's perfect. She's a girl, happens to be badass, but they don't go, she's badass because she's a girl. Black Widow, same thing. She's a great character, she's a badass, but they don't harp on the fact that she's a girl. Right? There's a lot of women. The chick that is with Black Panther, his lead royal guard or whatever. Badass woman. But they don't harp on the fact that she's a woman. His sister, really smart, badass woman. But they don't harp on the fact that she's a fucking woman. This movie, it happens that the superhero, the main superhero, the lead in the whole movie, she's a woman. So they're going to do all this female empowerment shit. And they've already put it in the trailer. And it's already, I'm sitting there going, oh, are they going to beat you over the face with this fucking feminism shit? Here's kind of what I'm talking about. First, they put in a little montage of her falling down. Right? She's been getting knocked down her whole life. So then we got to see the inevitable montage of her standing up. Alright, she gets knocked down. She stands back up. It's at this point it's just a suspicion. I haven't seen enough of it. I hope they're not going to do it. But it's shit like this that makes me afraid they're going to do it. They're going to beat you over the fucking face with, she's a girl. And it's going to get played out real fucking fast. People are going to be annoyed with it. And it's just, it's going to be annoying if they do it. Hopefully they don't. Hopefully they continue to do it right. And she's just a person, right? Hopefully they don't do this. She's a girl. Knock her down, but she'll get right back. You know, I don't know. I don't know. They do this kind of stuff with Captain America. You knock him down a whole lot too, but I don't know. I'm just afraid. I'm afraid that they're gonna go, it's a female lead. We gotta just say she's a female all the time. I don't know. I hope it doesn't happen, but it's still Disney. And they've failed in this before. So, I don't know. The punching the old lady on the bus scene. Here we go. So, okay. This storyline is essentially, I think, going to have a lot to do with the Kree-Skrull War. For those of you who are not familiar with Marvel Comics, there was a thing called the Kree-Skrull War, right? The Kree are an alien race, big blue motherfuckers. They're warriors, they're badass motherfuckers. They fight a lot, right? Makes them bad guys a lot of the time. The Skrull are shape changers, right? They change their shape into different things, right? This, you know, makes them bad guys a lot of the time. They're bad guys a lot of the time. So, one of the tactics, you'd imagine, of shape changers is they're going to change their shape into things that you wouldn't right out the gate want to attack. Cute puppies, right? Children, little old ladies on buses. There's already, I mean, the day after the trailer hit, there was already people writing opinion articles about how I can't believe Captain Marvel's punching an old lady on a bus. It's going to be that sort of thing where the news coverage is going to annoy me about this movie. And every time I see her hit some kid or some old lady and all it winds up being a Skrull, I'm going to be like, oh man, now I'm going to have to fucking see articles about how she hit some kid. And that's going to fucking annoy me. I don't think it's going to be one of the things that's going to ruin the movie, but it's definitely going to be one of the things that's going to ruin the experience of the movie, for me at least, because, you know, I don't know. But at least they're going to do it. You know what I mean? Now, if this scene gets cut out of the movie because people are already complaining that she's hitting an old lady, and then she doesn't hit an old lady in the movie, that's going to be another thing that's going to piss me off. Because it's going to be like, oh, people don't like she hit the old lady, so we're just going to take that out. That's going to fucking annoy me. Keep her hitting that old bitch. Because it ain't that old bitch. It's some fucking evil Skrull motherfucker that deserves to be hit because he's probably doing some evil Skrull shit. Because that's what they do. They do evil Skrull shit. They're evil fucking Skrull. It's the reason why it became an old lady in the first place, because it figured, I'm an old lady. You wouldn't hit an old lady, would you? Let me just go ahead and do my evil Skrull shit, because I'm an old lady. That's the thing. You hit the old lady. Because it's not an old lady, it's a Skrull. If it was an old lady, like if it's one of those things where she hits this old lady and kills this old lady on the bus, and everybody's like, why'd you hit that old lady and kill her? And she goes, oh my god, I thought it was a Skrull. That's fucked up. Don't do that, because that's fucked up. But I imagine that's not what they're going to do with it. So, already there's fucking controversy about it because he's hitting an evil alien that happens to look like an old lady. And of course, feminists don't like that. So I imagine there will be protests of some sort, because why not protest whatever the fuck? But I swear to God, man, if they cut that scene out of the movie, I'm going to be like, well, it's just going to disappoint me with the whole fucking thing. I don't know. It's something I'm just bringing up because I saw it, and then I saw that people were already complaining about it, and I'm like, motherfucker. Alright. Brie Larson is playing Captain Marvel. Now, it's a 2-minute trailer. I've pieced together a small montage of Brie Larson's face. Her dead fucking face. This is probably the chief reason why I think Captain Marvel's gonna tank. I don't know. I think Brie Larson's gonna suck a dick in this fucking movie. Maybe that's the wrong way to say it. I think she's just gonna stink. She's gonna be terrible as just an actress in this movie. I don't care that she's a woman. Fine, she's a woman. Put a good actress in the role. Don't fucking do this shit. How many scenes is that? The same dead fucking face. Dude, I don't know. I think that she's gonna stink. And the movie is gonna suffer because she's just a shit actress. Like I said, it's a 2-minute trailer. We don't really know what to think out of a 2-minute trailer. But I believe I cut all of 4 scenes that had her in it with a different expression other than fucking scene after scene, it's the same dead face. No matter what's happened to her, dead face. I don't know what I'm expecting her to do, but can we get something other than the dead face? I don't know. They're real fast clips, it's real fast scenes, but nevertheless, dead face. Over and over and over again, dead face. I think she may possibly be a shit actress. And when your lead is shit, the movie's going to follow. We're going to have to hope that they don't pound us in the face with, look at Captain Marvel, look at Captain Marvel, and she's just sitting there stinking it up. So, I don't know. I don't have high hopes for this movie. Not at this point. I guess I gotta see another trailer. Maybe a better trailer. Maybe they'll cut a better trailer. But I think that this is gonna be another one of those things where they're gonna make a shit movie and they're gonna have a shit actress as the lead role, and it's gonna be all of this fucking stupid stuff thrown into it. It's gonna make it a shit movie, and people aren't gonna like it. And then when people don't like it, they're gonna go, oh, it's because of sexism. No. It's because you made a shit movie. Alright, my last point. I don't have any scenes from the movie to back this up. It's just because I know the character. Everybody is going to say that Captain Marvel is a Mary Sue. Everybody that doesn't really know the comic book, but are still going to want to talk about the movie, they're going to say that she's a Mary Sue. Here's the thing. Superman is a Mary Sue, right? He's got something for every scenario you throw at him. He has very, very, very few weaknesses, and the weaknesses that he has somehow are easily overcome, right? He's a Mary Sue when it comes down to it. Superman, Mary Sue. Captain Marvel is essentially Marvel's version of Superman. She's got the ultimate power. She can fly, she can shoot beams, she can do this, she can do that, she can do it all. It's been that way for forever in the comic. She's a Mary Sue. She's already a Mary Sue, as far as her powers are concerned. Now, I don't know what they're going to do as far as her weaknesses. They got a lot of old montages of her falling down and then standing right back up. So I imagine she's going to have a precious few fucking weaknesses. And another thing that's going to be a factor is, does she just somehow know everything? There's this going on. Oh, I know all about it. If that kind of shit happens, then that's going to move her into the realm of ridiculously overpowered character into, oh, they turned her into a total Mary Sue. She's already about 80% Mary Sue. It's going to be a very fine line they're going to be walking here with the Mary Sue-dom of the character. And again, man, I just wonder, are the good people at Marvel, because they're under the Disney umbrella, is the Star Wars disease gonna transfer across into the Marvel Universe with this character? Because if it does, man, it's gonna be a shit movie. And it's gonna be another one of those controversies where all the fanboys, all those misogynistic fanboys, they don't like it because it's a girl. And it's gonna be like, no, we don't like it because you fucked it up. Why did you fuck it up? So I don't know, man. I'm worried. I'm worried that this is going to become a trend where it's going to be this fucking thing, and then it's just going to ruin everything. I already don't have hopes for the next Avengers movie. From everything it seems, from everything I've seen so far, from all the clues that they seem to be dropping in the other movies, they're going to do this fucking time jump ex machina storyline where they all just kind of go back in time and beat Thanos before he ever gets the gems in the first place, and it's gonna be fucking queer. I already don't like where they're going with it. Everything that they seem to be building up for just seems like you painted yourselves in a corner and you're gonna get out by reversing time from before you painted yourself in a corner, and you're gonna do it right the next time. And that's just gay. It's always gay when it happens. So, I don't know, man. I don't like where this is going. This really just is starting to annoy me. It's such a great story. In the books, it's such a great story. The Infinity Gauntlet is such a great story. Why can't you do something like that? But no. They didn't want to do something like that. They wanted to do this thing where Thanos is like this altruistic motherfucker instead of just a crazy fucking asshole that's in love with death. They went this other weird route with him. I liked it. I thought it was great. But again, it's one of those things where now they've painted themselves in a corner. He isn't the egotist that he is in the comics. He doesn't have the narcissism that he does in the comics. He doesn't have the God complex that he does in the comics. And so now they're going to have to fucking just do this goofy workaround where they go back in time. It's just dumb. It's dumb every time they try and do that shit in movies. All it ever does is just frustrate me because it's like, you could have written a better story. Sorry, you could have written a better story. You could have not wasted 10 years of my life to build up to, we're just going to go back in time and fix it. So I don't know. I'm just, man, I'm just losing all hope in everything these days. Everything's just turning out to be disappointing. Ugh.